Hey everyone, my name is Claudia Bazar and I'm so thrilled to teach you how to make a charcuterie board. A charcuterie board can be for any occasion. It can be for a New Year's Eve party, it can be for a birthday party, it can be for a dinner party, or it can just be for movie night, okay? It's kind of like the grown-up lunchable version, all right? So we are here today and I'm gonna show you what to put on your board, why we put certain things on a board, and we're gonna teach you all the way. So let me show you what you can expect. So we're gonna start with our charcuterie board right here that spins, but you actually have three options. You wanna make sure you at least use something that looks like wood, because that's going to bring out a lot of the colors in your food. So you have three options here. We have the charcuterie board that you can spin, and also if you don't want it to spin, you just push this button up and it locks in place. You can actually use, what's really pretty is our pizza peel, so you can use that as well, or you can use our large cutting board, right? Not the cutting board, I mean, you could use that side too, but you can use the other side to do that. So for today, I decided to use our charcuterie board right here. So let me go over some of the ingredients that you're going to need and why we need them. So first and foremost, we need our cheeses, okay? So you need some kind of soft cheese, like a brie, like a camembert, like a goat cheese, right? You need a harder cheese, like a Parmesan, anything like that, or a harder cheddar, aged cheddar. And then you want to get something that's a little bit stronger, like a smoked cheese. So those are like your three cheeses. And then for your meats, you want to make sure that they're cured meats. That's the whole point of charcuterie board. It's all about cured meats, right? Like your prosciutto, your salami, your hard salami, all kinds of different types like that. And then for your sweets, you want to use something like dried fruit, like dried figs, dried apricots, or dried dates, anything like that, to kind of bring out a little bit of the sweetness, and maybe even some jam, maybe some fig jam, some raspberry jam, or anything like that. And then you want something a little bit briny, like olives or little, gherkins or pickles or anything like that, so you can use some of those. And then for texture and for some crunch, you want all kinds of different breads, right? You want all kinds of different crackers and maybe even some French baguette that you're slicing up and putting on the side. And then you can make your own hummus. We're going to teach you how to make your own hummus. You can buy store-bought hummus, some kind of dips. And if you want to add a little bit of extra color, you could even add some fresh fruit or some fresh vegetables. But at the end of the day, there is no one way to make a charcuterie board, okay? You just start putting things on a board and you play with it. So let's get started with our three cheeses. So here we are. We have a smoked Gouda, which is a round shape. That's the other thing. If you can get all kinds of different shapes, it's even going to be better. We have some Parmesan, and then we have some goat cheese. So you want to get your charcuterie board, kind of empty it out, get all the things off. And I'll show you what all those things are in a minute. And you want to spread everything out. So we're going to start with our smoked cheese right here. And you always want to cut it a little bit so people kind of know. Okay, you can cut it. We're going to cut some of it off, but you can cut some off yourself. Or you can cut it for people as well. Totally up to you, right? So space all the cheese apart. So we have one on this side. Then we are going to take our goat cheese, and I'm just using a plain goat cheese. Pop that on the other side. And then we're gonna use a little bit of our Parmesan. Now, you might not wanna use all of it, so let's crumble some up. These are accessory. This is the charcuterie board accessory kit. So you might just wanna crumble a little bit of this up. Doesn't have to all look perfect. The whole point of a charcuterie board is to have all kinds of different textures and heights, right? And then put it a little bit on a different side. Now I'm gonna add a little bonus cheese, okay, just to teach you guys something else. All you do, you can make this as big or as little as you want. This is basically just cream cheese that is shaped into the form of a ball. That's literally all it is. And then what you can do, so you can use any of our seasonings. I love the all-purpose dill. You can also do the crushed peppercorn and garlic, but I'm gonna go with the dill today to show a little bit of color, right? You want this to have some color. So you wanna kind of roll this in here. get a spoon. All right, and then we're gonna get this one out. So that looks already so much better, right? A little bit of color, and all I did is I just froze it for a little bit so it was easy to get in and out of the bowl. Okay, so we got our cheeses. Now here's a little secret hack for a plain goat cheese, or you can also use this on brie. We're going to use 2 of our sauces. Actually, you can use either or both, which is the raspberry habanero, which goes really good on even some cream cheese, goat cheese, or brie, and the spicy pineapple rum sauce. But they also make great marinades. They go good with ice cream. You can literally use them for whatever you want. So let's open these. So for some extra color, let's do the raspberry habanero sauce today. But like I said, you can use either or, and you're gonna love the way this tastes. So here we have our 4 cheeses. So now it's time to add our cured meats. So I have some salami, and then we also have some prosciutto. So for the salami, what you can do is you can just fold it and then almost fan them out. Fold another one, fan on top, right? Fold another one, fan on top. That's going to make it look really pretty. And then you literally can place it wherever you want. So we're just gonna place it over here. All right, and then we're gonna go for the prosciutto. Same thing. Now prosciutto, you don't wanna roll prosciutto, because prosciutto is supposed to be really nice and airy. It's like melt in your mouth, right? So you just kind of wanna, like, it really doesn't matter. Just mush it together, but just don't over mush it, all right? And then you can actually put it right here next to the cheese. Here we go. So we got our meats. So let's move on to our sweets. All right, here's our 3 different ones I picked. So I have some pitted dates. So these are gonna add some sweetness, right? So again, depending on how big or how little your charcuterie board is, you might just wanna add a few, right? You don't have to go crazy. Then we're gonna add a couple figs. Let's maybe move over here, since we haven't done anything over here yet. Add a little bit of color, right? Hope you guys can kind of see as it's coming along. And any of these boards, the charcuterie board or these over here, you can make, hot chocolate bars, you can make candy boards. It's just a fun base to do all kinds of things. And then I love apricots because you add a little bit of orange, right? So let's put these maybe in the middle to add a little bit of color. Right, kind of mush those over here. And you can add as much or as little as you want. And then just some of your favorite jams that people can put on crackers. All right, so you could do that. Fig jam is good. Raspberry jam. Anything like that will work. So put that in here. And now we have our sweets. Time to add some of our crackers, okay? So because we're using this board and it's not, it's not gigantic, I'm gonna put a couple different crackers in our stoneware serving bowls right here. So I'm gonna put the crackers on the side. So we have some of these toasted grilled ones. Then I love these. They are cranberry sea salt. So just some different types of textures and colors is gonna be really fun and make your charcuterie board pop. Here we go, grab a couple of these. Now if you were to use our cutting board or pizza peel that's a little bigger, you could put the crackers right on there, okay? And then just some plain crackers. There you go, so we have some crackers. And then let's slice some of our bread. Let's get our handy dandy bread knife. If you don't have one yet, it's a must. It doesn't squish your bread, right? Because it's serrated. No more squishing the bread. Now if you want this crunchy, go preheat it, right? Or put it in your air fryer and bake for a couple minutes and it'll be nice and crunchy. So here's some breads. Okay, so we got our crackers and our breads are ready to go. Let's add our brinery thingies, olives, cucumbers, pickles, right? That's where the other little bowl comes in handy. All right, we're gonna put that right here. So we're gonna add some olives. Let's add a couple of these little pickles. Okay, so we have all of our pickles on here. And let's fill the holes with a couple of more chocolatey sweet things. So we have dark chocolate almonds. You can do chocolate covered espresso beans, right? Oops. Kind of fill in some of these holes. Let's add some grapes too, since we have some room to fill over here. So that add a little bit of color. And then I have these wafers. You can kind of lay these over here, right, to kind of add a little bit of height. Okay, so we have all of our main ingredients except one. So let's make some hummus together because it is so much better to make your own. And we're gonna use our deluxe cooking blender. So let's turn this on. It's going to be the easiest hummus you've ever made. Are you guys ready? All right, let's go. So we need 1 can of chickpeas. They're already drained. And then you need 1 can of Great Northern beans. So let's use our handy dandy can opener. If you've never used the Pampered Chef can opener, it cuts around the edges. So your can is not sharp, so you can't cut yourself. And then it's got this little birdie. You grab your can, lift it up, and there you have it. It's like a lid, right? So you don't have to cut yourself. So let's go drain this in our little strainer. So 1 can of Great Northern beans, rinsed and drained, goes right in here. All right, and then we need about 1 tablespoon of white sesame seeds. All right, so get that in there. Then we have about 1/4 cup of the liquid that the chickpeas came in. And throw that in there. 1 lemon. Just cut it in half. And use our handy dandy citrus press. And if you think that the lemon would go in this way, you were wrong. It actually goes in upside down, so you get all the juices out. Check that out. And lemon always enhances the flavor of your food. It brings out all the flavors. So good. There we go. And just like a charcuterie board, literally hummus, you can make it your way. Whatever works for you, okay? These are great too. Put them in your water and you got some lemon infused water. All right, let me make some room here so I can show you more goodies. Let's talk about garlic, okay? So you want to use some fresh garlic in here, and we have 3 tools for garlic. We have our garlic peeler and slicer, and we have our garlic press, right? So maybe you know the difference, maybe you don't. Why sometimes you want to press garlic and why sometimes you want to slice garlic. So if you press your garlic, it actually releases all the flavor and you get like an enhanced flavor of your garlic. It's very potent, it's very strong. So sometimes you might just want a little hint. So you might want to go ahead and peel your garlic with the garlic peeler. Should be able to hear this, right? And your garlic is all peeled, and then we're just going to chuck it right in here, and then you could also put it in here and slice it. So you have, if you slice your garlic, like maybe you want some fried sliced garlic on your steak, on your burgers, on some pizza and your pasta sauce, it's a lot less potent, especially if you're not a big garlic person. So these are the garlic tools. Okay, and then here we go. All you do is put it on here, and our cooking blender has all kinds of different settings. We are going to use our grind setting, which is the most powerful feature. It's going to get really loud, but it can grind beans, it can grind peanuts, you can make your own peanut butter, it can grind oatmeal into oat flour. It is super, super powerful. Espresso beans, coffee beans, it's like a coffee grinder, right? But you can do smoothies, you can do any alternative milk, but what's really cool, and that sets this apart from a lot of blenders out there in the world, is that it has a heated function. So it actually cooks, not just heats up, like literally cooks, okay? So you can put raw tomatoes, onion, chicken broth, some garlic in here, and 40 minutes later you have tomato soup, okay? You can make hot chocolate in here. You can make a butternut squash soup, right? There's so many different things. You can make jam in here. It's actually gonna bring your jam up to boiling, right? You can make sauces like Alfredo sauce, nacho cheese sauce, and you can also make heated purees like for baby food, all right? So here we go. Let me go get my little tamper. All right, so this is the tamper that comes with it, and this is the scraper to make sure we get it all out. So here we go. Put it on grind. It's gonna get really loud. Okay, so it does not need the full 2 minutes. Okay, here we go. Delicious. All right, let me get a bowl. All right, so here we go. Let's get it out. This is a scraper that you can get with your blender as well. So it scrapes everything out. And you just made your own hummus. And don't worry, the blades are actually not sharp. They're not gonna cut you. They actually grind with the power of the blades. So there you go. This is the beauty of the scraper. It literally gets everything out. And it's so much cheaper. I mean, 2 cans of beans is like, what, maybe $2, right? To make a giant thing of hummus. And if you didn't know, the best feature of this blender is it actually cleans itself, and I'm gonna show you that too. So what I like to do is I like to pour some of our crushed peppercorn and garlic on the hummus as well. And if you didn't know, any of our seasonings, like you saw, we just used dill for cream cheese. Any of our seasonings make great dips. You can mix them with equal amounts of sour cream and mayonnaise and make a great veggie dip. You can mix it with Greek yogurt. If you're trying to be a little healthier, right? You can mix it with some Greek yogurt, add some fresh garlic, you got a great dip. They make great marinades, so they have more purposes than just seasoning. And then I like to just top it off with a little bit of olive oil, and we got some fresh hummus with our charcuterie board. So let's use our little accessories, right? Let's put our little cheese slicer right here. Maybe this one with our prosciutto, and then this one for our goat cheese. But we're not done. We need some wine. No charcuterie board is complete without a nice glass of wine. So reds will go really good with some cured meat. So we have an aerator. If you're a red wine drinker, you know exactly why you need this for. It's gonna aerate your wine, right? And then this is our electric wine bottle opener. So it actually stands on the stand, which is the foil cutter. So all you do is kind of hold this, go around, and it cuts the foil. All right, here we go. So it's gonna cut the foil, right? And then this is a great gift for yourself, Christmas, birthdays. It's going to open this electronically. There we go, right? And then it just comes right out. How cool is that? And you can pour yourself a nice glass of wine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this workshop. I hope you make a charcuterie board. We would love to see your posts and your tags on social media and seeing your charcuterie boards. Again, there's no right or wrong way. But I will tell you that in case you saw some products that you might be interested in, there's 3 ways that you can get our products, okay? 1 is you can just shop the link that's provided and you can get anything delivered right to your door. There's always a free gift when you spend $80 or more. There's always free shipping when you spend $150 or more. So get what your heart desires. And if you're like, oh my God, my wish list is bigger than my wallet, right? That does happen. Then contact your consultant, host your own workshop, host your own virtual party with them, and our hosts get all kinds of benefits. They get 60% of items, they get half price items, they get free items, so contact your consultant. And we also have a new party format, which is called Shared Rewards. So maybe you're like, I don't know, I have so much paper chuff already, or I don't know if I feel like I want to invite my friends, but here's a new party format. It's called Shared Rewards. So instead of you getting all the hostess rewards, depending on your sales of the party, everyone in your party gets a discount up to 25%. So that's a great way to bring your friends together. And the third way is my favorite way, is to do what we do and become a virtual consultant. You can do videos, you don't have to, but what I can tell you is that it's changed my life. It's changed lots of lives of people on our team. And whether you're looking for a little bit extra cash, whether you're looking for a community of new friends, or maybe you're looking to, pay down some debt, or just have something fun that you can do with your family and your kids, contact your consultant. We would love to talk to you about our starter kit. So thanks for joining me for our charcuterie workshop, and we can't wait to see you for the next one. Ciao for now.